Hello, and welcome back to the Wega channel. On this channel, we are going to discuss various historical events that have happened in the Wega universe. So far, I have seen and heard all of it through transdimensional messages sent by Luigi himself. Being transdimensional, these waves will exist in all timelines, and neither of us are certain that we are in the same universe. So let us discuss whether or not we live in the Wega universe, and what the implications of that would be. How big is the universe? In order to determine if the universe is finite in size, we must ask whether or not it is curved. A curved universe would have space that loops back in on itself. In other words, if you looked far enough into the distance, you would be able to see the back of your own head, much like you could near a black hole. According to general relativity, mass and energy bend the curvature of space-time, and with this knowledge, we can determine the density parameter of the universe, a ratio between the curving and uncurving done by matter and energy. From the experiments we performed, this ratio seems to be 1:1. The universe looks flat. In a flat universe, there would be nothing to bound its size. It would stretch on forever. But of course, the universe could still be curved. Perhaps it is just too big for us to see the curvature, but it would need to be millions of times larger than what we can see at the very least. Similarly, there are many theories that the universe started with the Big Bang, but there are just as plausible theories that it has been around forever, and that the Big Bang is just one step in an endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. So let's plot our possibilities. We could live in finite time and finite size, infinite time and finite size, finite time and infinite size, or infinite time and infinite size. Scenario 1. Wega kind and the Mario Bros are impossibly similar to human beings, yet evolved entirely independently of us. The chance of us existing simultaneously would be very unlikely, even in a universe larger than the biggest cosmological limits we've measured. In our first scenario, Wega would not exist now, nor would he exist in the past or the future. Scenario 2. In our universe, everything you can imagine has a non-zero chance of happening due to quantum fluctuations. They are always there, and they are completely random. Given infinite time, you could spawn an entire Big Bang out of nothing. It would take a while, but it would happen eventually. In our second scenario, Wega is still unlikely to exist now, but he would certainly exist in the past and the future. Scenario 3 and 4. With infinite space, you won't need to wait for Wega to materialize, because it will be happening somewhere 24/7. In our third scenario, Wega exists in the past, present, and future. The same principle obviously applies to our fourth scenario. So there you have it. There are more scenarios where Wega is a reality, and modern-day experiments point to us living in those most plentiful in Wegas. But what does this mean? Are there Wegooners out there? Multigi sites? The Dark Ouija forces? They're out there, and they're looking for us. Every message we send into space is a chance for them to find us. We better stay quiet. They're coming. 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 They're